President said, and there in May, we saw first time how 48 degrees Celsius will be there and the outside temperature. And then midday we conducted a test, and that made India a nuclear weapon state. And that also gave me another type of happiness. Then I said, okay, these are all some different, some space. I said, we prepare for the nation. I prepared for the nation, India 2020 vision. How by the year 2020, India can be an economically developed nation. We give a blueprint, a roadmap in 1998 with a complete areas specified and what should be done. And this book, finally a book also come, India 2020 is famous book, and all these six, another work, and including parliament discussed and politically they accepted in those days. So all this happened. But she was nothing impressed, my student. You know, student, when you are taking class, you will know. She said, I didn't ask all these things, but you give me one thing which gave you bliss, anand, you know. Bliss means anand, equivalent is anand. Now, finally, I told her, see, when I was in DRDL Hyderabad, I was working as a director of the establishment, and also my specialization composite material, how to make a composite material. The Agni missile, the introduction I gave for Agni, carry what is called a heat shield, because when it re-enters with 15 times the sound speed, re-entry time, before 2000 kilometers goes, the temperature outside will be normally 4500 degree Kelvin. It will be burning, it's a flame. That means inside the nose cone, inside the heat shield, the material what you carry, it may be any important material, and that should be in temperature, the room temperature what you are having. This is the requirement. So we developed a material what is called carbon-carbon material. So you know carbon composite. This carbon-carbon material, we developed it. At the tip we have put this fellow so that whenever temperature, very high temperature flame comes in, this will protect inside, will be always 25, 28 degrees Celsius. So this very light material we used. So this is called heat shield for Agni. One day, an orthopedic friend, Professor B.N. Prasad, at that time he was in Nizam Institute of Medical Science. He is an orthopedic surgeon. One day, he was visiting me. Orthopedic surgeon was visiting my lab. I showed him the precious thing, the heat shield. He lifted, he found it's very light, very light, very light. He was always saying very light. And heavy. Strength also, you see, very high temperature, strength also very low. So strength will be kept always. So all these things was highly impressed. He said, Kalam, I want to take you to my orthopedic ward in Nizam Institute of Medical Science. So he put me in his car, took me to the hospital, and took me to the orthopedic ward, where 30-40 people who are having knee surgery. And about 15 young boys and girls, they had the caliper fitted. You know, for a polio patient, they fit the caliper. That caliper, both caliper put together weighs 4 kilograms. He told me, see that as soon as we went, they were removed that caliper, they did not wear it. As soon as we saw the doctor, immediately started fitting it. So heavy, it's not so uncomfortable. He told me, you see the scene, and you have got a fantastic material. What the use of missile? Why not you use that material, missile material? Use it for this, my children. So we took it as a challenge. We took dimension. We take 22 molds we made in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time. And then we got 15 calipers. Or we call it FRO, flow reaction orthosis, FRO. And I took it hospital with my team, composite team, and we fitted to each child. And child, when the was so light,